Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Maybe this video should be called A Weasel Calls a Clown. Maybe I will title like this, name it this way. A weasel being Sullivan and a clown being Zelensky, obviously. This article comes from the New Voice of Ukraine from November 17th, 2022. U.S. National Security Advisor Sullivan, hey, he's a senior national security advisor, watch your mouth, asked Zelensky for caution regarding Poland missile incident. So that tells you what? Buddy, you're fucking up right now. Keep your mouth shut because you're stupid. You're way ahead of your skis at this point. So take it easy, go back in the barn, here is some hay for you, and just stay there, okay? Come back when I call you. Basically, this is what the weasel tells the clown. The clown pushed it too far, it seems like. So, let's see. U.S. National Security Advisor. He's a senior National Security Advisor. That's very important. That means he's got a lot of experience. Jake Sullivan called Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and asked him to be more careful when commenting on the situation around the deadly November 15 missile incident in Poland. CNN reported on November 17th, citing unnamed sources. That's how it goes. According to the report, Sullivan called Zelensky after the president claimed that, and I'm quoting, Russian missiles have struck Poland in a major escalation, and which are lies. Sullivan urged the Ukrainian leader, urged the kosher leader of Ukraine and his officials to be more careful in their comments on the incident. What does that mean? Hey, the lie was too big. Even your ancestors will think that was too much, even for them. CNN's sources further claimed Zelensky did not speak with U.S. President Joe Biden on the day of the incident, despite having made such a request. Besides Sullivan, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken spoke on the matter with Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba, similarly urging caution. Again, hey, guys, you're getting out of line. Go back, go in the barn. As he was attending the G20 summit in Indonesia, Biden was reportedly woken up, I don't think so, in the middle of the night, hours after the incident, by 5:30 a.m. Ping, he was like a boom right there at 5:30. U.S. and Polish leaders were in contact. What kind of contact at 5:30? He was waking up, ready for contact, discussing their joint investigation of the missiles crash. Okay. Oh my God. You needed a whole army of women to help Biden wake up. Especially at 5:30 in the morning. Several hours later, Biden told journalists it was unlikely the missile came from Russia. Good job, Joseph. On November 15, during a massive Russian air attack on the civilian infrastructure of Ukraine, a missile fell onto the village of Przerodon in the Lublin district of Poland, killing 2 people. I told you I looked over the map, not the globe that is cuckoo waiting here faithfully, but on my app here. And I found that this Przerodon is in the middle of nowhere. Now, for a rocket just to bing, bang, boom, baba, boom, fall, imagine how big a rocket is. I made this point many times so far. And I'm like, here we go again, Emil. Okay, yeah, but I have to. How big is a rocket? If it's hit in the air, let's say, falls down somewhere, right in a village, it has about 20 houses. If you look over the satellite. I will give you the name here. I will spell it. Przewodow. That's it. Poland. And you're gonna find a little 3 houses and 3 chicken, 5 pigs, and whatever, 3 carriages. And then you killed 2 people? How in the hell? What are the probabilities? Anyway, I remember it was a saying in when I was studying reincarnation, you know, and Hindu and Buddhism and blah 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 blah, and it was the probability that you would in one of this cycle of samsara. Samsara is the cycle of reincarnation that you have to break through doing certain kind of things in your life and following certain kind of and then you will not reincarnate again, and then you stop the cycle. You become basically a Buddha, enlightened, and from Buddha you don't continue the cycle of reincarnation. So here we have the, I can't remember who said that, to be hitting that to stop that cycle of reincarnation is like a frog in a ocean, but you know, frogs don't stay in the ocean, but anyway, in a big water, when they go up, just go in a little circle like this, and that's the probability that you would not reincarnate again. So I guess the same here, to hit those people over there is like the same thing. Really, two people in the middle of nowhere, a village, two together. I mean, I made fun about what they were doing together. I wonder. Anyway, was she on her knees? Were he standing up? Were they what? Anyway, let's move on. After the Polish Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki convened an urgent meeting on the National Security and Defense Affairs Committee, Polish President Andrzej Duda later said the missile could have been fired by Ukrainian air defenses as they were intercepting incoming Russian cruise missiles inbound at targets near Poland's border. It's true, but if you look on the, again, not on my globe, on your little app over here, or you can find us as well. If you look over there, it's not really like 3 kilometers by the border. It's a little bit further. So anyway, it's not impossible, but things become so, you know, it's like, okay, a missile fell in Poland. Not very close, but close enough. Okay. Then it was one missile that was hit, and the debris fell in a village. And onto people in the village. The village is 20 houses. And then there's a crater over there. Did you see the crater of the debris? No, it was really a missile. It was not a crater. It was a crater, but it was not caused by debris falling. It was a bomb, something that exploded. And then you see the carriage sideways, I think, with corn on the floor, and the two people over there, one on top of the other, naked. No, I'm just kidding. No, but the crater is there. You can see it. So I don't think it was debris. I think it was a boom. All right. The White House said that whether conclusion the investigation reaches, the ultimate responsibility for the incident lies with Moscow. Anyway, by November 17, Ukrainian experts were allowed to examine the crash site in this little village. Like the Russians were allowed to go and participate, or at least to examine the Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2 pipelines explosions. No, they were not. But the Ukrainians are. Hey, are we just here? Are we fair? Is this... but it's the free world. Here we use this, here we use something else. So yeah, Ukrainians can come and figure it out and look, but the Russians were not allowed to go and watch the Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2 pipelines explosions, because the Danish investigators and the Swedes investigation said, Swedish investigation said, no, we're not going to allow you. What? The same free world. So something you have to hide here and here. I'm assuming the Russians were not invited to at the crash site either here in Poland. Were they? They didn't even try to request it or anything, even though they were blamed as being the perpetrators. So you know how this free world functions. I hate it. I don't like it. But what can you do? Just point out how these guys are and make other people aware of it if they are not. If they are, very good. Excellent. That makes more than one or two. So they got cautioned by Blinken, right, and by Sullivan to watch their mouths, right, and be careful what they say, because that could escalate. I think that's the nicest way to put the situation into context. instead of saying, you mofos, you wanted to drag us in a war with Russia, didn't you? Direct war, not the one that we conduct through you. Just go and watch your place over there, take a seat, and as I said, go to your room, clean your room, and so on. No, they try to do this in a weasel way. I don't even think it was just a mistake. That's my, and I tell you why. I looked over the map, and you look over the map, and you tell me how the Russians could hit that way. Look, on north is Belarus, south is Ukraine, west is Poland. Now, for that missile to come over there, to be shot, it has to go right over the border, shot somehow from Belarus, you know, when like that and goes like this. It's a missile, it can go like this, okay? But really, and then as I said, the crater over there, the crater is not from a debris falling down. It's a freaking, how big should I, I will use meters, about 8 meters diameter. That's about, let's say, 9 yards. That's about 27 or 30 feet or something like that, if I get it correctly. Yeah, or something like that. So you get it in your, I don't have any other measurements here for you, but I have meters and centimeters. All right, so anyway, this is what it is. That's not, and you can see the picture, you can see it online, and you can see the carriage like this, and I think it's corn because it's yellow, unless they on it. So it's that, and that's the crater. It's 7-8 meters at least. It's bigger than this room. Anyway. Or, yeah. So anyway, and those guys told the guys, Zelensky, shut your pie hole and don't say stupid stuff. You're pushing buttons, you're getting our nerves. That's what I think it is, because Austin and Milley, those, my God, those guys are already said, hey, you guys should go and negotiate with the Russians. The things are not going to get better here. You're not going to win. The Russians are not going to win. This is a moment of strength, upper hand that you might have because of Kherson and whatever the other one is with K again. I can't remember it. Anyway, Calibre missiles comes in my head, but it's not it. But anyway, it's to go and negotiate with the Russians. We'll see if the four little pigs, kosher people over there will follow orders now, or they will say, no, we turn rogue. Don't tell us what to do. Because we defend Ukraine, and it's only Ukraine who is going to determine their fate. Who are you to tell us? Who are we to tell you? Book, unplug, and you dead. Your military, I'm talking about. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.